Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for October 22nd. Okay, the end of the month is almost here yet again. Okay, so thank you for joining me. I couldn't, I traveled this very quick weekend and flight delays. I had 2 hours of sleep and had to go teach a full day, and so it was just like not working for me. It was not working. And then I came home, and my husband said, oh, no, you're gonna be under the bed by thus and such time. And I said, thank you, brother. No arguments, no pushback. Just get your hips in the shower and get under the bed. And so that's what I did. But I am bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. Good morning for all jumping on. Listen, I entitled this perspective, Input Equals Output. And this is not a new concept. I promise it's not anything new. But this weekend, when I went away, I was able to see it on a completely different level. And it's not that, and the same is for you. It's not that you need to go away or to see some brand new concept. Oh my goodness, I never knew this before. That's not the point. When you deliberately pick yourself up and place yourself in a different environment that is much larger than your norm, that is much wider, the expanse is different, the perspective is different, the viewpoint is different, you learn, you grow, you are stretched, and most importantly, you're challenged. And so I'm encouraging you to make sure, as we get ready to close out 19 and look at 20, build in. Oh, well, if it happens, I'll get to it. And oh, if it, maybe something will come along. No. Intentionally, deliberately build into your year an event and encounter that will demand more from you, that will challenge you to up your game. And so, again, I said earlier, the concept is not new. I just want you to, I want you to put yourself in an environment that, although you know something academically, although you may even have experienced things, when you deliberately place, like pick your little hips up and place yourself in an environment that cost you something. You had to sacrifice. You sacrificed time, you sacrificed money, you sacrificed travel, you sacrificed sleep. When you have to give up something to place yourself in an environment that challenges you, you're not so quick to let the experience just fly by. And so, in any area of our lives, in every area of our lives, I simply want to remind you that how we do anything is how we do everything. How we do anything is how we do everything. And still too many of us are giving 10% effort, but the expectation is 70% return on the investment. It doesn't work like that anywhere. And so, I want to remind us all physically, because we're looking at the 5 lanes of our life: your physical health, financial health, spiritual health, your career, and your relationships. Okay, so even if your career is full-time student, that's a career. So physically, if we choose not to discipline ourselves, I just don't have a lot of discipline. Some people got it and some people don't. That's a cop-out. If we choose not to discipline ourselves, to stay away from junk food, to stay away from Grazing. That's what my husband calls me, a grazer. Eat all day long. You're not even hungry. You're just eating out of habit. If we choose not to discipline ourselves physically to stay away from something simply because, oh my goodness, you don't know how good it tastes. Yes, I do. I can see the results of how good it tastes. Okay. Hey, good afternoon, Isaac. I hope all is going well with you. Facebook, I can barely see anybody that's popping up there. So, hello, Erlene. Good morning, good afternoon. So, my point is, if we choose not to discipline ourselves to get up and move our body, what's the best exercise? I'm looking for the best exercise. The best exercise is the one you're going to do. How about that? Consistently. So it's a natural human inclination to come up with a response to say, well, what about this and what about that, instead of doing. Okay. We have excuses upon excuses, justifications upon explanations, and we haven't moved. If we choose not to move our bodies, if we choose not to discipline ourselves to stay away from that which is no good for you, then we ought not to expect a healthy, vibrant body, because you can't. Your input has to equal your output. It's just the law. You know how I think about the law of gravity. Don't nobody care that you didn't understand it. Well, I wasn't there when they taught that in school, and I don't believe in that, and I just don't get it. None of that matters. It's a moot point. You walk your hips off the top of a 7-story building, gravity is going to take full effect. And all the way down, you can say, but I didn't know. It's a moot point. It is going to impact your life. And so it's the same way with our input equaling our output. We have to. And sometimes it takes a jolt by being in another environment to make you see, oh, I love what they're doing. Oh my goodness, I just like the way they do it. And they're just so prolific, and they write so much, and they produce so much, and good night. Do you see how much they're getting done in their lives? I promise you, that does not come freely. They are, whoever the they is and whatever the it is that they are doing, it involves sacrifice. You must sacrifice. You want to be financially free and financially independent, there is going to be a sacrificial sacrifice. It is a lifestyle. You cannot run out and buy all these things that, if I ask you what they were next month, you can't even find them. You don't even know where they are. They're broken. They're inconsequential to you. So we must discipline ourselves now in order to get that what we desire. Isaac, to become a surgeon. You talking about sacrifice? Absolutely. He couldn't go out and hang out and party and laugh and joke and stay up and do all the things that some friends were doing. It's sacrificial. Financial sacrifice, spiritual sacrifice, to discipline ourselves in the spiritual disciplines of prayer and fasting. And that's not some special DNA. Oh, I just can't do that. You know how spiritual you got? It's called a discipline for a reason. Folks who are fasting get hungry. They get hungry too. Okay, to memorize scripture, that's a discipline. In your career, you trying to climb the ladder, but you won't do the basics. You won't even get to work on time. Or when you get there, you're on time, but you will do nothing outside of the minimum. We can't expect all of this and give this much input. Relationships, you want a beautiful marriage. Oh my goodness. And you won't even straighten up your face. And they ask you to do something, it's a big deal. It's done, but it's done with a little raggedy attitude. I just want to remind us, just a reminder on this terrific Tuesday, that your input will always equal your output. You don't like what you're getting? You don't like your results? Change what you're doing. Change the way you're doing it. Change the intensity with which you're doing it. Okay. It's not magic. I promise you, it's not magic. It is simple science. Your input will equal your output. Okay, so in any area, in every area of our lives, if you don't like the results that you continue to get, change what you are doing. You will change your results. I did not say it was simple. Well, it is simple. I didn't say it was easy. Oh, you don't know how, yes, I do know how much it costs. Yes, I do know how much it's going to take. I do. And guess what? It doesn't change the fact that if I want more, I got to give more. So stop with all the excuses. You want more too. So you're going to have to give it up. Okay. That's my offering to you. Thank you for jumping in and joining with me. Catch me Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific for us early birds. And until next time, take real good care of yourselves.